Hello? Flesh warning. Flesh warning. Stuff's all discombobulated. There we go. It's a little better. It's an old hoodie. It don't sit right no more. It don't sit right no more. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to do some metaphor today. Had a lot of fun with metaphor yesterday. It got emotional towards the end. It was fantastic. E, what's up? Larkin, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I always like this little tune. It's from an old anime, probably before most of y'all were born, called Dominion Tank Police. The guy who wrote it and animated it, drew it, the original manga and all that, I can't remember his name. He's done so many. He's one of the OG fathers of modern anime. By today's standards, it'd be considered corny, but it had a vibe. It had a vibe back in the day, and the music was part of it. I really appreciate the rustic nature of everything down there, but man, when I tell you I don't want anything to do with all that, I mean it. Nothing but labor down there in a forklift. This looks like where they shot the original Godzilla movie. Like that mountain range over on the left very much reminds me of like Godzilla's first appearance. You gotta stop making me feel old. Mention Ghost in the Shell at least, but Dominion, I feel the gray. I got it in my, like right here on my beard. I've got the gray. Just came up out of nowhere. Ah, so good though. I used to go to the part of Dominion where this song is, and I would just like rewind the VHS and play it. It was a very thoughtful moment. I think the main character is just like sitting on a street corner at night, like stars and a moon, and just thinking, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, it put me in such a vibe. I would just wear that part of the VHS tape out. That's what we had to do back in the day. Y'all don't even understand how freaking rigged it would get, man. You never had to put your boombox up to the TV speaker before just to try to get the sound to record and travel with you. Oh god, this man's gonna die. I'm gonna try to navigate that. I would go down that at high speed. That rail, I would ride that rail. Somebody needs to ride that rail. That's a real hiking trail right there. That would be amazing. I love going down hiking trails and stuff like that. I love hiking in general. I don't ever have time to do it, but when I was younger, I can't tell you how much time I've spent out in the woods. Just like friend, bike, woods, go, and we would be gone all day. All day. Oh, those people are working. They're going up. Because of early anime licensing, the UK always got the classics 5 or 6 years after its initial release. Oh. Dominion, Ghost in the Shell, and Bebop were not animes I should have been watching as a kid. And yet I did. Early anime licensing. Bebop. I didn't see Bebop until it got onto Adult Swim. Dominion, I want to say I saw on, there was a channel called the Sci-Fi Channel over here. And it was the first cable channel to show like whole anime movies. You would get some of the series cartoons, a very limited amount. It had to be about robots or something like that, you know what I mean? Like Like when I was a kid, the first anime I ever saw was, I don't even remember what it's called. It was something about, hold on. The first anime I ever saw, and we're talking like I must have been 3 or 4 years old. Hold up, let's see. Anime. It was like a group of, I don't know what you call them, like Power Rangers type almost, but they all had like hawk-looking outfits with like beak shapes for their visors and stuff. Let's see it. See, bird-shaped visor, sci-fi. Let's see. Oh, there it is, right there. It's called Battle of the Planets, is what it was translated into. Okay. Let me see. Battle of the Planets anime. This right here was the first ever anime I ever saw. Whatever this is, this right here might as well be a shot from my 3-year-old childhood. When did this even come out? It's definitely, you can still definitely see a little bit of the 70s left over in it. It used to have a little viewfinder thing that had different pictures from it. Gotcha, man. G-Force. Looks like it's got a number of names. Let me see what year it came out. Gotcha, man. 1972, dude. Like 19. This was so, in like terms of design and art style, this was way ahead of its time for 72. For 1972. And then after that, the one where I really started paying attention and really knew what I was looking at was Voltron. Because by the time I started watching Voltron, there were other US-based action cartoons that I could compare it to, and that's when I knew something was different. I might have only been like 5 or 6 years old, but I knew something was different with the Voltron. The Voltron had a little secret spice in it that you couldn't find anywhere else, and then at the same time, like, or shortly after, Robotech, like first season Robotech with the ship being warped out to Pluto and having to make its way back, and it's like fighting off fleets, and you know, they're not trying to win, they're just trying to make it back to Earth, and they'll worry about winning later, you know, the thing transforming into a giant, like all that stuff. That was hella good. That was my first that would be my second anime that had like an ongoing story, because Voltron had an ongoing story arc. Most episodes were individually contained, but you would get some like linchpin moments when certain characters would die. Like they'd kill off a character. Like there's a couple characters I could think of that got killed off that were important. The big bad villain, I want to say, gets killed off, and his son becomes the new like leader, Prince Lorgar or something like that. I can't remember. But I think his dad gets killed at one point, and I know the pilot of the Blue Lion, I want to say his name was Lance. He gets killed by the court witch for the bad guys. Like she I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but yeah, she kills the pilot of the Blue Lion. Which, the new Voltron reboot that you can watch on Netflix, which, let me tell you, that show is a fucking 10 out of 10. Don't let anyone else tell you. That Voltron anime reboot on freaking Netflix is so good. The first season is good. It's like 8 out of 10. But after that, like, it goes off the chain. Hilarious, awesome. But I was sweating for the Blue Lion from the very first episode. I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna die? Because like when I was like 5 years old or whatever, that traumatized me a little bit. traumatized me a little bit. And then the princess in the OG one, the princess became the freaking blue line, and that fucked with my 5-year-old head because she wore pink and white. She was pink. And I'm like, but the blue lion's blue. I don't understand. Are they gonna change it to be pink? You know, like, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, the red lion guy wore red, yellow Pidge, and Keith, I think, was the name of the red lion pilot. Pidge was the one piloting the green lion. I can't... Hunk, I think, piloted the yellow lion. And as you can imagine, he was a chonkier guy. First anime you ever watched was probably Saint Seiya. I've never seen Saint Seiya because none of the channels that I had ever showed it. But it's from that same Voltron era, a little earlier, if I remember correctly. And I never got to watch Saint Seiya, but it looked like it'd be so cool. The closest I ever got to Saint Seiya was Ronin Warriors. When that came on, I want to say Toonami, back in the day, on Cartoon Network. So early evenings, like 6, 7 o'clock. That's the closest I ever got to Saint Seiya. But Saint Seiya is on a much higher power scale than Ronin Warriors. Like the Ronin Warriors would all get stomped, just absolutely stomped by the Saint Seiya people. So I never got a chance to. I think Saint Seiya is at a galactic level, right? Like they're out there in the solar system. At the very least, they're out in the solar system fighting. I think it's a galactic level war, like Robotech and stuff. Knights of the Zodiac. Yeah. See, I never got to see that. No. I had never even heard of Saint Seiya and Knights of the Zodiac until I thought it was like in the military, maybe. Like it was a long time, like early 2000s. They fight reincarnated Roman gods. That sounds so awesome. That sounds so awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there were any other notable ones when I was young. After Voltron and Robotech, you didn't really see any anime stateside for a while. Like, no one was ever showing Lupin the Third or any of their late 80s stuff. It wasn't... There was like maybe a 5 or 6 year hiatus where you just didn't see anything, and then you started getting the more cyberpunk-esque stuff started showing up, like Dominion Tank Police, Bubblegum Crisis. It was sci-fi, but at a local level and not a galactic level. Like, the early 80s animes that we got were stuff that was like Star Wars, you know what I mean? It was on, it was just on a galactic level, and a lot of times it had giant robots and stuff in it, but mecha, it was a galactic level mecha. But then in like the late 80s, like 89, 90, 91, you started getting a push of these animes that were also sci-fi and cyberpunk and mecha, but they were at a much more localized and down-to-earth level. Like I go back to Bubblegum. I love Bubblegum Crisis. In fact, I need to get some kind of Bubblegum Crisis paraphernalia just to show. I got a hoodie, I got a t-shirt, I had a Zippo. The first CD I ever bought, like the first CD, when CDs came out I ever bought, was I imported the soundtrack for Bubblegum Crisis episodes 1 through 4. Love that show. And it was like 8 episodes. Dominion Tank Police, we talked about that. Appleseed, all those cats were late 80s, early 90s, 91, 92, 93. Fantastic stuff. Bubblegum Crisis, dude, I can't even tell you how much Bubblegum Crisis shit I have, dude. Stop shitting on my nostalgia, Annie. You just took a shit all over my nostalgia. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Stream over. Move it over, stream over. I don't have a go away thing. I would do that. I only have that one. What up, Annie? That was fun. You knocked me out of it. We had gone down deep into a early anime hole. That one, the Gurgle Beans is savage. Have y'all seen the have y'all seen the meme that's from the girl? She's doing the diva cosplay. And so I'll just show it to you. If you have seen it, there's the other one. That one's a much more polite fart sound. That one's a much more polite fart sound. Hold up. Oh, dude, I don't know if they're gonna even be able to show it on YouTube. Hold on, let me see. It's this girl. She's doing a diva cosplay for. It's pre-OnlyFans, but something similar. You know what I mean? She's making like a little cheesecake video, and she's in a diva cosplay. Hold up, diva cosplay fart. I think where is it at? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, someone's added something to it. This one. Okay, so she's on the ground and she does the she tries to do like the what's the move she does? When she does her ultimate, she goes, "Nerf this." And you know, nerfing it's a video game reference cuz Diva's a gamer. Okay, so hold I'm already laughing, dude. I can't. Hold up. Let me get rid of my face. Oh, here we go.
Nerf this.
I'm so sorry. Stream ending. We're gonna have to end the stream over. And somebody auto-tuned it. Like, I'm not even gonna. Let me see if I can find the auto-tune one. Hold on. Go back. Hold up. Go back. Flirting with TOS. I live flirting with the TOS. They can give me a small suspension. It's all right. Let me see. Hold up. What's the auto-tune? It's on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, it could be on here. Oh, it's from Oni Plays. You know what? I'm just gonna let it go. Go back to wholesome. You think the sound came through? Really? Hold up. The sound didn't come through? On this? Right here? Hold up, we getting audio there. Hold up. It doesn't get very loud. Okay, we'll do it again. Here we go.
Nerf this.
Come on. I know it showed up. I can see it on the thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's as loud as it goes. I mean, I could turn it up on the thing, but you know what? It's not worth getting that deep into. It actually is worth getting that deep into, but I'm not going to. But in my defense, the fart sound effect, the gurgle beans sound effect, I put that in there before I saw this video, and so like when I was shown that video, I immediately recognized it. I'm like, oh, that's the fart. Like that's the one. I'm on the cutting edge of societal evolution. I had it before it was cool. I did. The auto tune is hilarious, man. I wish I could get it without the Oni Play guys. But the one with the Only Play guys is still funny. You know what? We'll do that. We'll watch that. Y'all gotta stop. Nerf this. She's so like she's from somewhere in Georgia. Nerf this. She got the accent on it. Nerf this. It's just like, dude, get out of the diva cosplay. What are you doing? You're not making no money from me. There we go. Hey, what up, Tricks? Yeah, okay, here it is. Here, let me get a face off here. It's 50 a minute, 59 seconds.
Have you ever seen a gif of, like, a diva girl going, like, what does diva say?
Oh, she goes, nerf this.
Nerf this.
What's diva?
Yeah, that one. That's, no, it's the girl from Overwatch, where it's this girl.
Sorry,
she's cosplaying as Diva, and she's clapping her ass, and she
They'll
goes,
do their
"Nerf
auto
this."
turn one.
And then it's just like
Nerf
someone
this.
Somebody adds in, like, diarrhea.
And it's the funniest fucking video, because it's like, it is that's
That would have driven her nuts. She would have been, because that's probably more, that's probably got more views than the original actual thing, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then someone auto-tuned it, so it goes,
Nerf this.
nerf this.
Oh man, that makes me sweat. Like, I'm sweating. That shit's hilarious, dude. That makes that's funny. We'll see you later. Trick stream over. It was good. Play the outro music. We'll fade it out slowly. We'll fade it out there. Alright. Hope y'all woke up early for this. I did. Auto-tuned into a portal turret. Oh yeah, that was the same sound effect or the same voice modulator. It's a dumpster fire and it hasn't even started. We're just getting started. Did that guy come to a stop? Yeah, he did. I didn't pay for you to stop. I paid for you to walk. Get to walking. There. I've seen trees before. Glad I was done with my coffee before the whole beam parade. I would have spit coffee. Holy cow, somebody has a window open. They all have their windows open. All of them have their windows open over there. I love these videos, man. I can look at everything. Everything. I play little brain games like what would I do if all of a sudden I was there? Like no explanation, I was just there. Like blink and I'm there. What's the next play? But that's kind of like a guy thing to just like what would I do in this fantastical position? The he's thinking about other men, and then like you look in his brain and it's back to back 40k space marines surrounded by countless demons and they're just kicking ass, I woke up early today. I was awake at 10 a.m. It's nice to see that early awakening rewarded with us. Yeah, right. You did the responsible thing. We were in Annie's chat yesterday. I was lurking, and I saw that you said you were going to attempt to go to sleep. I also went to bed early yesterday. And it sucks giving up that late night fun time. You know what I mean? But you feel a lot better in the morning. He's thinking about other men. Oh, good. Is that what I said? Oh, no. Talking about the 40k dudes. I got you. Alright. As much as I love this smooth jam. Let me get my controller rocking here. We'll get back into some metaphor. We just yesterday's stream was a good one, man. It was the story got freaking emotionally charged. It was excellent. It was very good. I've got some new emotes on the way. They're just gonna be little fun emotes and a Shiva emote. There's gonna be 4 new animated emotes that are on the way. They will be there this week, before the end of the week. I'm just debating over which particular ones I want, and they'll be just fun, generic ones like I have for all the other ones until one day I decide to get off my butt and pay someone to do some emotes. They're just going to be fun little ones. I like having ones that you can use anywhere. Like you can take that cat jam and you can go use it anywhere. It's not like it's not tied back to me in particular. But there is something to be said for having your brand emotes as well, It allows you to represent. I know. I can say from personal experience that Annie's dab animation emote that has traveled far and wide across Twitch. I've used that in so many streams, at least the ones that I go to. Represent these nuts. That one needs to be available. I wish I could find. I've been looking all over. If y'all find the animated emote. I had it for like 30 days. It was It was an emote of like a little anime girl barefoot in a dress. Not sexualized in any way, shape, or form. It was just an anime girl, long black hair, barefoot, and she was just running away. Like this is all you saw. Like, you know what I mean? Like she was just running, and the feet were just. I need that. Like, I need that so bad. That's so useful for all kinds of situations, and I cannot find that motherfucking emote or any version of that emote anywhere. I can't find it, and I don't know. It was gifted to me, and I don't know which streamer had it. I should have like reverse Google searched the image, but I haven't developed that technique yet. That was your logic for adding the Sephiroth emotes no one's ever going to be sad about. That's true. That's true. And people point out all the time. They're like, oh, that's Sephiroth. Cool. I got one of Vegeta twerking. I'm going to try to get that going.
Why?
I got one of Husky being cute.
Why?
And I don't know what other two. I'm probably going to get one of Sakura doing the axle slide. Because I like that. And it's another good dance emote. You can't ever have enough like party dance emotes. And that one's actually relevant to my stream. Because I've had that since the very beginning of my very first stream. Let's travel.
All right then.
We've got 2 days to ourselves. Let's travel back to the capital, back to Grand Trad. And let's head to Sunlumio Street.
Let's go.
There's 3 things we can check out on this street. We can see what items need to be purified, upgraded, and identified. We can get things identified over at the magic shop, and the magic shop should now have new stuff for sale as well, since we upgraded the owner's love of us. She's subscribed and followed. No, yeah, someone might be sad seeing Aerith. It's possible. I have more animated emotes I want, but I don't have any more slots. Dude, like, I thought I only had 3. And then just off of a whim, I was like, well, maybe I'll do that thing where you can, like, because you can like, link to TikTok or some such. No, it's you set up an alert using their built-in software or something like that, and you can get 2 free animated emotes. And I was like, well, you know, then I'll have 5 instead of 3. Maybe I'll do that. Pain in my butt, but maybe I'll do it just to get the emotes. And I looked and it was like 3 of 7. And I hadn't even set the thing up yet. I'm like, all right. Well, maybe they were feeling merciful. So I figured maybe I'd set up like 1 Twitch alert or something. I mean, I feel like I already have some set up, but maybe not. I have the opposite problem. I have many open slots, but no emotes to put in them. Go to Etsy. I don't know if they have the ETSY. Just go to Etsy. There's a ton of cheap emotes and emote packs and stuff like that. And I mean, shit, you can get a pack of like 300 popular meme animated quality emotes. Just copy paste it from somewhere else. They'll sell you all 300 of them for like $4. You know what I mean? And they'll already be sized correctly, and you just upload them right to Twitch. I mean, it's like $4, and you can at least fill in your holes, giggity. You get 5 animated slots, plus 1 for every 10 sub points, up to a max of like 30 or something, and then plus 2 bonus slots for using Twitch alerts. That's wild, because that'll give me, if I were to do the Twitch alerts one, I would have more animated emote slots than regular slots. Makes you wonder why they even bother splitting them up. Closery. See, purified tea. Well, we must have found some purified tea cakes. buy one more though, because I like multiples of 10. Balm of Life, 8's fine. Let's buy one. Stop. Burn, let's buy 8. Let's bring that up to 20. Now I want 20 of all these things. That's alright. Purify. Ooh! Okay. Thrifty Abacus. Wait a second. Materials. That's gonna take 2 Blessed Waters and a Graced Water. 2 Blessed Waters and a Graced Water. What about this one? The Grandmaster's Staff. Who can use that? The Mage is the only one that can use that. Someone's gonna have to do it because we've unlocked the next Mage archetype down that tree. And someone's gonna have to get Mage to 20. So we'll go ahead and unlock this. The Grandmaster Staff increases strength of all magic, 200 attack. That's equal in DPS to any weapon we already have. The Sage's Staff, okay. The Hellfire Fangs. We'll be bringing somebody up. What is this on the Faker? We'll be bringing someone up on the Faker soon. So let's go ahead and do this one. What does it say? Increases damage against... Oh, I didn't see what it did. The Abacus. Dude, the Abacus is good. This is for the healer right here. 199. Increases damage against... Yeah, let's go ahead and bring the healer one up. $203, $203. The cost and strength of money skills decreases the cost of money skills. Increases the cost and the strength of money skills. I don't want either of those. No. No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Did a soft Google with running anime girl. I sent you what I found. Oh, you softly Googled it? That was nice. Let's see. Oh, you found them. Thank you, Trix. Perfect. Well, it's a version of them. I need to... Okay, I'll look at those. I'll look at those. Yeah. That's right in the wheelhouse. The one that I saw was just designed differently, but I can go from this and search from there. Thank you. Thank you very much. You also went a little crazy. How can you softly and go a little crazily? Your standard slots increase at the same pace as animated. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, more emotes, the better. Okay, so we're good here. Let's cross the street. And... oh, it's a discount day here, too. Awesome. Let's cross the street, and I want to see what new things they sell here. Their stuff here was too expensive.
I've got quite the deal today.
I hear a voice. I thought standard igniters might be growing boring for you. Consider an upgrade of better stock. Yes. And we can appraise over here as well. Look at all that stuff to appraise, dude. We're gonna have to redo gear when we're done. I have 9 of these. Iron gauntlets times 6. Silver gauntlets times 3. I'm gonna sell all of those. We're just gonna sell them. Couple gritty pole arms. Sanctor's Devotion 140. We can sell that. We can sell that. Sell that. Guild investments 139 on Magic Plus 2. We'll probably sell that one. Sandstone gloves, those are nice. 43 defense. That's good for an accessory. Strength +1, magic +1. Gritty scented bag. Gritty scented sack. Garlic, my garlic sack. I put my garlic sack on the countertop. A potpourri pouch with an attention-grabbing odor. Don't breathe it in. If you've got a vampire-related VTuber model, please do not sniff the screen right now. It's garlic potpourri. It does prevent days. A cinder igniter. Single target fire. Partisan 144 night lance. I think we got better. That's all sellable stuff. We'll get to it momentarily. Let's see what new stuff they have for sale. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do a good running. I didn't know how much I liked a good running emote until I had one, and I didn't want to give it back. I liked it. I am defeated. Multi-target fire. Multi-target ice. All the elements. Look at that, 78,000. A strength igniter enables the multi-target attack raising skill, mage group strength. I wish all the spells were called that and not Tekakugaja. You know what I mean? Like Tekakugaja, Majinanagi, Shibididubididoo. You know what I mean? Like just like mage group strength. Thank you. Group strength. Shield wave. That's a great name. I bet you that costs like a ton, because it's double off these igniters, like for magic cost. Agility wave. Yeah, those are all three great, but man, they're so expensive. And that's a 20% discount. They probably a hundo thou or 95 thou. I'm gonna leave here slowly. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Okay, let's head to where is the item shop?
Let's go. And what is it you want?
Okay, let's restart. It's such a showstopper. It's such a showstopper. Well, I'm sure by now you've gone through all your channel points. There's no possible way you have enough channel points to do yet a third gurgle beans. All right, standard medicines. Let's get 11. Bring ourselves up to 50. Oh, they sell expensive medicines here. It's time to dump some money on this. Let's go up to 25. No, let's go 30. KO at 50%. Let's go up to 20. Yeah, we're gonna really stock up Mama's purse. Poison cure. Let's buy 10. Paralysis. Let's buy another 10. Charm. Let's buy another 10. Stunning arrows. All right. Any key items for sale? No. All right, and let's sell all this stuff.
Now then.
Got 40 thou back for that. 40 thou back for that. All right. I want to check the weapons and armor shop while we're here, just to see if they have new stuff for sale. Look, everybody's got posters up now, like in both towns. Martira and here in Grand Thrad, there's posters for the contenders, the major contenders in the event. I guarantee you stuff's gonna go down today. I bet you money that something's gonna go down, something big's gonna go down. Whoa. Unidentified corpse. Look at these poor people left for dead in a place like this without even getting a proper burial. Wow.
be much
Oh.
obliged.
Let's go to the weapon shop.
Now what am I to do?
Are you sure?
Hello there.
You sure you're sure? There's the golden EP. Yeah, this is all. The attack isn't even approaching. It's not even approaching. Let's check the armor shop.
Now what am I to do? If you can, I'll be much obliged.
This is on sale right now.
Garbo. Noble Tuxedo, all stats +1. It's good, but it's not freaking 40,000 good. Who all can wear it? Everybody can wear it? Buy it. Buy it. I'm not going to give it to anyone right now. We're going to do some reconfiguration here shortly.
If you can, I'll be much obliged.
All right, let's head
Now
to,
what am I to do?
let's go talk to Maria, the little girl, old boy's daughter.
Look, don't give it to me.
It is a freaking crime that I can't jump. Bah, dude, you got to be able to jump off the top of staircases and stuff. Every game needs to have a jump. It doesn't matter if it's useful or not.
Mister,
Yo, here. Give one of the drawings. We have 2 of them. Yeah, that was the first place we went to. The Midnight Sun Sands. Wow, the desert is all white. Is that a big building? Huh? It's a worm skin? Yeah, I didn't know what was going on there either. I told Maria about all the memories I made there. Like the time we stood there and stared at it. And then the time we shifted slightly to the left and stood there and stared at it. And then the time that Nurse drew a picture of us sitting there and staring at it. I see. So there's really a place like that outside of Grand Trad?
thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'll ask Miss Fabian if we can hang them up on the inn's walls. If I look at the picture, I stop feeling lonely because I think of you on your journey. And you can come back and look at them too, right?
You know.
I can. But will I? There's so much I want to tell you, but I have to go shopping now. I'll go with you.
Really? Mister,
You know what? I think her archetype is the healer. So if we can get that to rank 3, we might be able to unlock the next tier of healer. Do you see those flowers for sale over there? They grow outside the capital. Papa took me there once. He let me ride on his shoulders, and I felt big, like a grown-up. Let's buy some. Put them at his grave.
In that case,
wow.
Can we? I think it'd make Miss Fabian really happy if we decorated the inn with them. Oh. Careful. Careful!
Huh?
He's dangerous. Excuse me, but are you okay? Maybe, are you hungry? No, he's got a bad case of the poor, dude. He's not gonna survive. He's at maximum poor. He needs a doctor. He's pale. His blood sugar's all fucked up.
hey,
Oi, you can't sleep here. Dragging your filth all over the filth. You're shaking. Here, maybe some bread will make you feel better. That's the child. That's the child from the. Oh, that's the child from the Parapus Inn. The Parapus Inn. The half-blood. Oh, they're talking about Maria.
Dear me.
Feeding scraps to a disgusting stray. I bet she smells too. Oh! You're not wrong, Maria. I don't know what we mean by that, but you're not wrong.
it'll be fine.
Don't listen to them. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The golden EP is when you're very tired and can fall asleep quickly. That's the golden EP, the golden sleepy. This is for me. Are you sure? Looked hungry. Where's your house? Dude! I don't have one. My family, they're all dead. I ran from a merchant who tried to sell me, but I ended up here. I'm all alone now. I wish I had died with Mom and everyone else. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like he don't need bread. He needs some milk. It's like, dude, that guy's like dying. Like, he doesn't need milk. Oh, are you crying? Dude, like, how sheltered are you living in the poorest street in town? They gotta let you out the house. You needed this badly. I want to die, but the hunger is so painful. Thank you for this. Jesus. My only regret is that I survived our encounter. Am I going to end up like that boy? Because my family is all gone too, just like him. Do you have Miss Fabian?
Listen.
Look, someone not me will always take care of you.
But...
No, I'm just bothering her.
Um...
Maybe you can take me with you? You should take me along. I want to go on a journey too, and I promise I'll be good. Dude, Miss Fabian was freaking out whenever you left the other day. It's dangerous, man. We're like pirates out there getting into ship-to-ship fights. It's just too dangerous.
I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have asked you that. Please don't tell Miss Fabian. She's the only one I can stay with now, so I have to show her that I'm a good girl. Show her you care. That's what she needs. Think of something nice that you can do for her.
So then...
I can help out lots. Sure. When I talk to you, mister, my stomach doesn't feel like it's all in knots anymore. Vonartica, what up? Welcome back. Welcome back for another emotionally devastating day of metaphor ReFantasio. I hope your Tuesday is most excellent. Okay, cool. Rank up with her.
She.
The pure-hearted maiden, the healer.
Now.
Yes.
A new power.
It's a promise.
The cleric archetype. Alright. The healer was good. The healer had holy damage. Probably a stronger version. It had heals and holy damage. It didn't have single target heals. It had area of effect heals. Like group heals. Increases skill inheritance loss for the healer. Ah, very nice. Very nice. It's way too cold, but going good otherwise. Hope all well. Yeah, it's good. We got the kiddo out to school this morning. Came back and got under the covers. It's cold. I've reached that point. Have you reached the point yet where before you go to work, you go out and pre-warm the vehicle? I'm there. I give it like 10 minutes. Just let it like pre-warm. Like I'm over the cold. And I'm this close to starting to bring gloves with me whenever I go outside just to keep the hands warm. Yeah, rank 3 Maria, fantastic. You can now study the cleric. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Yeah.
Please be careful. Okay. 100%. Oh, you got the heated seat. I had a Volkswagen Passat that had it was a 2010 Volkswagen Passat, and it had the heated seats, man. It was the butt and the lower lumbar, and oh god, I ran it all the way up the summer. It would feel so good on my back. Love heated seats. Love heated seats. Alright. Stroll. We ought to thank Barden. We wouldn't have made it this far without his help. He even put us up... Even the inn he put us up in is... Even the inn he put us up in is rather pleasant. Though I must say, sandworm and cuisine don't belong in the same sentence.
What do you want to do?
Why?
What do we do for the night? That is the question.
Pardon?
Pardon? You know,
All right.
there's a
Wait, here.
shop in the capital that only opens at night.
Let's go.
Yeah, I wanna see if they have anything new going on. It's been a bit since we've been there.
What in the blade?
Ain't this a pickle?
Why don't he just sod off?
Den elder.
Boom, 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 boom. There's a super cozy little shop.
Hey there.
Flama bottles. I guess we could buy. Let's buy 3. Ice chunks. I used to have a lot of these. Thunderstones. Pinwheels. Luminous spheres. So it's basically consumable items that'll do a weak element attack. Oh, got accessories. Oh. Reduces turn cost of guarding by half. Which basically means it's free for the most part. Able to perform 2 consecutive actions. The actions use turn icons as normal. So if someone gets a double turn. Interesting. I wonder if you can not take the double turn in case there's not a need for it, or if you have to do it if you have it equipped. Prevents poison, paralysis, hex, daze, forget, sleep. I would love to have at least one of each of these, but I don't have the money for that right now. We did a lot of good shopping.
All right.
We did a lot of good shopping. Let's head. Does anyone want to talk right now? Gallica got an update. I don't know where they are right now. Alonzo, can I go to him? I don't know where they are right now. Same with Brigida. Ria. I don't think Heisme would have much to say given my current eloquence. Okay, so we need to get eloquence up to speak with him. We don't know where she is. We don't know where he is. I don't think we know where she is right now. Courage. Okay, so we need courage for her. Oh, we gotta finish his quest, which he wanted. He wanted us to mess with 15. We had to have 15 different archetypes studied. All right, so courage and eloquence. Okay, so we'll find a place here to work on our courage. Actually, we'll go to the other town and find a place to work on our courage. But, or we'll go eloquence actually next if we can. Let's go back to Martira. Let's go eloquence, eloquence, eloquence. Okay, the corner street guy will have an eloquence upgrade. And we should check the bounty board and see if there's any new bounties we can accept before we progress time. I should have done that earlier.
Pardon? Take a look.
Now the kidnappings are solved, I'd say life's gotten easier, if only by a smidge. Now then, any requests you'd like to take on? Completed, 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 completed. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go get that eloquence upgrade.
out, mate.
Whoa, is that another fairy? Hold on. Cheerful fairy. Another fairy. Why, hello there. Whoa, I wasn't expecting to run into a fairy in Martyria of all places. I just love the humidity. No one else will come near me though. No one else will come near me though. That's it, the air here was getting really nasty lately. It was giving me the most massive headache. It's finally cleared up now, so see you never. And just like that, they were gone. Huh. It was weird.
Oh, come on, fish.
Ridiculous.
Pays to take a look around every now and then, I suppose.
Leave it out, mate.
I even went down the wrong street. It was blind luck I ran into that.
Unstinking believable. Oh, I hate the rain.
Well met, eh? Amazing.
Lovely. I'm absolutely drenched.
See, right now, the Sanctor Forceps, or whatever his name was, Forden, that guy's in first place. But once the Sanctoress talks about her kid from yesterday, I think he's gonna lose a lot of freaking. I think he's gonna go way small or disappear completely, and then Louis will be ready to go. I don't know who the third guy is over here. I have no idea. It's an elf of some kind. The fancy hat.
Talking nonsense, you are.
This place.
Prove your eloquence. Give a speech. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it.
Pardon?
You need knowledge and experience to be at the top, don't you? What's a stripling like you think you can accomplish? The fact he's young doesn't matter as long as he's powerful like Louis. So how about it? You match up? Well, what should I say to reach the public's heart? I let my actions speak. Ooh,
Please listen.
If you want real results, I'm your strongest choice. Bold words, boy. Then again, he's got his own gauntlet runner he's racing around in. Not bad for his age. Young as he is, he's pretty good, like the hero king from the tales. There we go.
Now then.
Got four pips of elegance. Ooh, and that did it. That might be what we need to go up with Heisman.
Eloquence.
Our crown's starting to come together.
Why, that's...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws
Okay,
near.
it's gonna be our last day in town before we have to depart for God only knows how long. It's a 4-day trip to Oceania, and then once we get there, it's gonna be game the fuck on with the story.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Right. But why? Pardon? Oh, you.
Well, hello there. What are you up to? The city's returned to its lively self, but were it not for all of you. Thinking back, I do remember Lady Johanna disappearing at times, but I had not the slightest doubts about her then. I believed every word Johanna and Morris had to say, and I carried on without a care in the world. In some ways, the situation has shined a light upon my own weakness, and I'll not make the same mistake twice.
The truth is,
I'd love to speak with you if possible. I hope you'll make some time. True. It's probably going to be a new archetype, I would imagine. Or we can improve the warrior archetype. I'll come back. I'll come back.
Pardon?
Yeah, see, he's ready to go, because if he ranks up one more time, we'll be able to upgrade warrior.
All right then.
It's one or the other. We'll go ahead and upgrade warrior. Stroll's coming with us. I need him ready to rock.
Oh, it's you.
I'm in a bit of a bind. No. I'll have to find his voice. This regards Lord Hydron, the landowner in Grand Trad, old father. This regards Lord Hydron, the landowner in Grand Trad, my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Yeah, okay, so the refugees that survived the decimation of his village are living in a section of town in the capital that's ran by this cat Lord Hydron, and apparently he's a complete a-hole landlord. The rumors say he's clever and not in a good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side will be reassuring. He's a devout sanctist, so we should head to the Grand Cathedral in the royal capital. All right. I'm a frequent buyer there. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. Oh, he's fancy. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, aren't you not? Are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron. But how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray.
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by, and so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. What about your people, dog?
What? Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for them. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. Oh, we're talking to him. To this guy, Lord Hydron. Yet you won't help him. You have terrible phrasing. How gauche of you.
Hang on.
You should choose your words more carefully.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet. He's got a plan. He's got a plan.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Ramgriff. I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize, my lord. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on the rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Heliantus must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to its former glory, or I should hope to greater heights still. House Heliantus must rise again. I'd heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord's parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should... My what now?
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate, of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or even where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there are any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Let's go investigate. Let's go to Halia, dude. Let's go to your hometown. Or what's left of it.
Well then. Yeah.
An investigation is in order. Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire. We've got a fairy who can do magic eyes. Let's do it. Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. No, we do this together.
No.
I want to go. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to help keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. A deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve.
He. Now. A new power.
Of course I'd like you to come, but...
Ooh, the Sword Master. Don't look, Shugen. Yeah, we got hella new upgrades. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. It was only a matter of time, right? Now you gotta buy the game. I tried to save you $60 there, but here we are. What's a good morning, by the way, man? Or afternoon at this point. Early afternoon. I'm slowly starting to get used to the re-up schedule. The post-holiday schedule. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Now I won't be playing a game that hides swords behind 80% playtime. True. There's swords, but they're not glorious until later. 80%? Are we at 80%? I've almost beat the game. Enough. Did you see the new tag? Is it on there? Hold up. Let me see if the tag's on there. Ugh, it didn't put it on there. I'll have to do it through Streamlabs next time I restart the stream. See, look. You can see where I added it right here, 83%. I couldn't do the percent emoji, but yeah, I set that up before I started the stream. Let's see if it makes it up there now. Put a girl on. Put a girl on. Put a girl VTuber on. Yeah, it's still not there. Ridiculous. I know how to get it to stick. You got to add it on. You add it on Streamlabs when you hit the go live button. If you put it in that tag, works every time. Like works forever until you take it off. Okay, so it's nighttime. Let's work courage tonight. And we also need to do a quick setup on our gear before we end the night, in case we come out swinging on the road tomorrow.
All right then.
Courage. Okay, it's this one over here.
Pardon?
All right, let's go ahead and set up
What now?
any new archetypes. That's the Faker. Okay, so he's still good. We're gonna keep Magic Seeker. We'll keep Hama and we'll keep Skullcracker for his equipment. Let's change. I want to take off the Twinkling Crystal. And because we don't know what we're going to encounter on the road. If word of this has somehow made it back to the church, we're going to get ambushed on the road before we arrive at Oceana. So let's put on that AoE heal. It's an igniter. Where is it at? Mage Devotion, multi-target heal. There we go. And then, okay, so Stroll. Stroll has been on the Brawler. Hold up. Stroll, yeah, he's been on Brawler. He's almost level 20 with Brawler. I want to get level 20. And there's the Sword Master right there. Big jump in strength, endurance, agility. That's just at level 1. Slash dodge, round slash. Ooh, it starts out with weak physical slash damage to all enemies. Rising slash, medium physical damage to all. Raging edge, heavy to all. Basic attack power by 50%. Holy cow. Okay, let's finish taking the Brawler to 20. Let's check his equipment. Let's go back to Hops. What does he have here? Sentinel gloves? Sentinel Greaves, 39 defense. Oh, Rakukaja at the start of battle. Dang, it's so nice. 2 endurance and 2 agility. We'll probably give that to someone else. What's our best one? Sand Silk Gloves, strength and magic, 43 defense. 42 defense with magic plus 3. Let's do this one right here. Sand Silk Gloves. Alright. Spike Gloves at 183. Sandglass Curious. No effect, 146 defense. Noble Tuxedo, all stats plus 1. Divine Speed Clothes. Let's give the Noble Tuxedo to him. 200 defense. All stats plus 1. Very nice. Agility plus 2 with a regen on it. And then another regen. That's good because he keeps doing hit point draining attacks. Okay, so let's do Hulkenberg. How's she coming on? She's 1 rank away from max on the Merchant. So we're not going to change anything on her quite yet. We will look at her equipment for any upgrades. How's that Abacus? We could purify the one and get it up to 200. Damascus vest, 123. We got better than that, right? Sandglass curious. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a big defense jump in general. Sand silk gloves. Magic +3 with the noble sun hat. Endurance +6. All stats +2. Medium MP recovery every turn in battle. What the hell? When did we get that? We're gonna do that. That's amazing. No. Let's give her. Where's the one that old boy got equipped? Oh, he's got the pious igniter. I wish I could do 2 accessories. Okay, let's equip that. And let's see if they auto swap. Yeah, so now he's gonna get the regen, which is good because he's our best nuker. She nukes really well, but with costs money to do it. And we'll go upgrade the abacus. I'm okay with it. You got that sleepy eye katana, divine speed clothes, fencer's headgear, and better steel, and he's rank 18 as well. Let me double check his spell loadout. Hama. It's light and dark. First aid, blizzard, and perfect punch. Let's go first aid, fire, and perfect punch. No. Let's go fire and ice. What's he got? That. Let's go. Weak physical slash damage to 1 enemy. Weak physical slash damage to 1 enemy. Weak physical slash damage to 1 enemy 2 to 4 times. Put Conde on.
All right.
And you keep light and you keep Skullcracker as well. Alright. Everyone's good to go on gear right now. They're all set up on their archetypes. Let's quick travel back to... We only got 2 stops left. Let's go back here. Let's go to the church and let's upgrade the abacus.
Oh, what a pity.
Because she's almost level 20, and then she's probably going to end up working the next tier of merchant as well. So she'll need that abacus stabacus again anyway.
Closure.
Do we want the one that decreases the cost of money skills or the one that increases the cost and the strength? Whenever I use... Let's just decrease the cost. I want to be able to use the one that we're already using more often. Because what makes me not use it is the cost. I would use it even less. Did it auto equip that?
Now.
Let me double check. Yeah, and that's 200 attack power on that thing also, and luck +3. Okay, let's go work on courage.
Where to?
And this will be our last stop for the night.
Let's go.
The thoroughfare square.
You have my thanks. Well met, eh?
A spirited youth. You know what that platform over there is, mate? It's a mirror that shows you what we're made of, what you're made of. Times like these, you need courage where it counts. Only thing for it is to jump headlong into this canyon, with a rope, of course.
Worth a try, yeah?
Not a bungee rope. Just a snap-back back-breaking rope. You're free to take the challenge if you want, but you fare much better if you have some courage. But I suppose there's no harm in trying. Take the plunge, you must first believe in yourself. You will return a braver man indeed. Come now, test the strength of your will. Bet I'll raise my courage. 250, I gotta pay? Okay, let's do it.
Good, good.
That's the spirit. But you think you'll have that spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley? I mean, only if I live. So you've made up your mind about this. I can tell by the look on your face that you're committed. I guess I can't talk you out of this. All right, looks like everything's set. Well then, get ready. I step off the ledge confidently. Wow, it's like I was there. Whoa! Be the overreact streamer. Whoa! Wow, you dove with such elegance, such artistry even. Wow, impressive. I enjoyed watching that, so I wanted to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. A foreign coin. It's increased my courage. Oh, by 4, actually. Very nice. Very nice. Courage 3. Who wanted courage to talk?
Courage.
The vendor girl. That's 3 people we can raise, but 2 people we can raise bond with, and 1 person who's going to be a new bond.
Why, that's...
Izio would have been proud of that leap of faith. Yeah, he does the Jesus arms. I am excited for the new Assassin's Creed. I think Ubisoft are a bunch of idiots, but I'm excited for it. I liked Valhalla, and I loved Odyssey. So I'm excited for the next one by that team. And if it flops on its face, I will call it for being a bad game. But one way or the other, they will be receiving my money. I will be trying for myself. Odyssey was the motherfucking GOAT. Odyssey was so good. You did not need to attach Assassin's Creed to it. It's fine that they did, because they were scared to try it otherwise. But as a standalone game to play, Odyssey is chef's kiss. Such a great game. Probably won't grab Shadow's release, but we'll definitely play it later. You got a backlog. I'll grab it at release because I want more. Also, I hope they don't. Well, I guarantee you that if Ubisoft is going to try anything, they need to. They're working on that Black Flag remaster, that official Black Flag remaster. They need to divert any remaining funds that Ubisoft has, needs to go into that Black Flag remaster and make it like a remaster plus. And I don't mean additional content. I mean like add in some add in some new shit, pump them fucking graphics up, make sure it runs at least fucking 60 FPS. Get a good PC port. Make sure that shit goes well. If your Black Flag remake looks better than the OG one, plays good, plays well, you're going to make money hand over fist, because there's a lot of people out there like me that have been wanting to do another Black Flag playthrough, and will do another Black Flag playthrough at the drop of a hat, but I don't want to boot up the old one. I want one that goes into good resolution, and I want to see them cannons. You know, you ain't got to rework all the textures, but I want to see new explosion effects and new lighting and stuff like that. Ooh, you can do this. You can do this. You can make that money back, Ubisoft. You can make it back. Black Flag will turn some ducats. Valhalla went further in that they shouldn't have attached the AC name to it, because it was so far gone from the franchise that it felt like a completely separate thing. Valhalla, see, for me, I never played Assassin's Creed 2 or any of. I didn't play Brotherhood. I didn't play Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't play any of the Ezio arc. So all the modern day era stuff, to me, like when you go back into modern times, is a fucking snooze fest. Like I don't. All that stuff bores me. It wasn't interesting in the first Assassin's Creed. And I didn't play it in the other Assassin's Creed, and it wasn't interesting in the third Assassin's Creed, and it wasn't interesting in Black Flag. And it wasn't, and the only part in Odyssey where it wasn't interesting in Odyssey at all until the very end, and I won't spoil that twist in case you haven't played Odyssey. Valhalla was the first one where I ever enjoyed the modern day stuff because sci-fi shit was happening. I'm like, oh, look, it's interesting. It's not some kind of weird go nowhere corporate espionage plus aliens, you know, that somehow, I don't know how they managed to make aliens boring, but they did it. They made aliens boring. But I actually liked the post stuff in where they're all out in that cabin and like the environment's all destroyed. They were too late to do whatever. I liked that. And I liked what I liked about Valhalla. And I agree, Annie, you could remove all the Assassin's Creed stuff out of Valhalla. I really liked the immersion. I'm not usually a graphics whore, but the graphics was good. The frame rate was good. I just thought it was a great game. I thought Valhalla was... Now, I did not like any of the Odin stuff. I didn't like any of that. For some reason, that part bored me to freaking tears. But when it was like the character there with the axes, and they've landed on the shores of of Great Britain, on the shores of England, and they're fighting the king's armies, and just totally like migrating over without permission, and all that, going up and down the channels and the rivers and stuff. That stuff was all super cool. Building your fort up, that was cool, and I look forward to more of that. All the other bullshit they could really get rid of. Just get rid of the future shit. Just get rid of it and call it Assassin's Creed anyway. Just do it, dude. No one's gonna care. You'll get some people that'll be like, oh, but the stuff with the stuff, dude. Don't even worry about it. No one's gonna care, man. Like, I can't tell you how fast I skipped through that stuff. It's like skip fucking. They had to put it on Odyssey. They had to make it all optional. You know what I mean? They had to put in a mode where you could just like, as soon as you get up, you can immediately go right back in. You talk to the girl who's like your assistant, and then you go right back into the machine. Like, and the reason they did that is because they know it sucks, man. They know that a lot of people don't like it. Some people do like it, and it's all there, but they give you the option to skip it because they know a lot of people don't give a fuck. And if it's their first Odyssey, if they're a young person getting into this Assassin's Creed for the first time, they have no idea what's going on. I'm not gonna read the fucking backlog. I'm not gonna go watch a synopsis on what happened in the present time. It's not fucking worth it. Just let me play the game. And they know that because they put that option in there. If you want to do the future shit, like make it a YouTube video. Just make it its own fucking thing. You know what I mean? Just take it away. Get it out of there, you know? Maybe make a reference to it at the beginning and then play the game, because their games at the core are so immersive and good. I didn't mean to tangent about that. It wasn't even a rant cam. It was just a desperate plea. They better Pirate Yakuza Hawaii is just around the corner, and the gameplay trailer made me drool hard. That almost seems like so much. I can feel the hours being sunk away in the mini games. Like, I can feel. I still got to do Infinite Wealth. I'm scared. I'll do Pirate and Yakuza in Hawaiian Pirates when that goes on sale. 'Cause I still got to do Infinite Wealth, but it does look great. Everyone who wanted Skull and Bones and then was like, never mind, I want Black Flag. Yeah. Well, they've been saying they were going to do a Black Flag, a fresh Black Flag remaster for a long time. But I guess they didn't want to step on the toes of their own Skull and Bones. The modern stuff was only good in the Ezio trilogy because there was actually a unique story to it. From what little, because I tried to watch some synopsises a few times on YouTube to figure out what's going on, and I watched it one time that was good. I don't remember anything of it. Something about golden apples that are alien things. But all that shit happened in Ezio's time, and I didn't play that one. So it's like I'm just fucked with it being interesting. It's all I have to go on. Now I played the first one and I played the third one, and it was boring as tears. You know, aliens and something I don't know. And the Black Flag one was boring as hell too, man. It was all boring. In fact, everything that didn't happen on the boat was boring in Black Flag. I like when you could dive off the boat and swim underwater and stuff, but all the shit on land, dude. The very first reference I ever made to 83%. Was Black Flag, because I got all the way up to like the last push where you're done with the boat, and I never did it. Like Connor or whatever his name was chasing down the villain, and I didn't do any of that stuff, dude. Like once I realized that you couldn't go back to the boat, I never beat Black Flag. I put fucking 200 hours into Black Flag, but I never beat it. I spent all my time sailing on the boat and attacking other boats, and the combat was decent enough. You attack the other boats and freaking like diving off and swimming down and finding treasure and doing all the pirate stuff. But the boat, Assassin's Creed, it should be called Assassin's Creed 4 Boat, and that was the game. And they tried to recapture that with Skull and Bones, but being away from the boat is important too. But you know, the boat was the draw. Valhalla was fun if you wanted a Viking game. Yes, it was. My perception was tainted by the million bugs it had at release. I didn't encounter any bugs. I'm sure I encountered a crash or something like that. But I had a decent horsepower computer and a fresh 1080 Ti, and it ran great. I had no issues with the PC port at all. It was day one, out the box, ran fine, no crashes, no bugs. But that doesn't mean that there weren't crashes and bugs out there for other folks. I mean, we all saw Unity. The bugs in Unity, the game before that, was a meme and a half. But even past the modern story, the gameplay was just not really AC anymore. And it wasn't, and I'm fine with that. Because I could tell in Black Flag that the gameplay was getting, their combat needed a refresher. I didn't really like Origin, where you're in Egypt. I almost liked it, but I didn't. I didn't think it was really all that great. But I recognized immediately how much better, how much more I liked them to have an entire armor system and changing out weapons and stuff, like getting new weapons and all these things, and not just weapon classes and the armor, and having more third-person RPG elements with the character and how you design the character and stuff like that. It needed that for me, and once it became that, I was in. Odyssey is a perfect game to me. It's a primo 10 out of 10 work of art masterpiece. I loved Odyssey. I didn't play the DLCs, the Atlantis DLCs, but Odyssey as a thing, fantastic. Loved it. And the Viking one wasn't as good as Odyssey, but it was still a great Viking game, which is what I wanted from it. I don't care. I stopped caring about Assassin's Creed after the third one. The third one was the last time I gave it like, it's the Templars against the Assassins. Let's get invested in the story and try to get invested in the lore. Assassin's Creed 3 was the last time I tried that. I gave it everything. It wasn't any good. And to be fair, it wasn't really a good game by itself either. In my opinion, it just didn't. None of it stuck with me. None of it really stuck with me. But the boat part was good, and I wanted to like it. There was some immersion there, but I was kind of done with their gameplay after that. And the only reason I played Black Flag was because of the boat stuff. All the stuff on the ground. I was done with their combat system in 3. Yeah, I was done with their combat system. And 3 was the last time I really gave their combat system on the ground a chance. But Origin showed a taste of things to come, and Odyssey perfected it. And Valhalla was a continuation of Odyssey. So yeah, I haven't cared about the Assassin's Creed portion of those games in quite some time. Let me get caught up on chat. Let me get caught up. The Ezio trilogy was the peak of the series story-wise. I respect the Ezio trilogy because I know so many other people that do, and they love it, and it can't be for nothing. It was something better to be experienced back in the day. They made it tie with the real-life end of world prophecies for the 2012. Oh, okay. Not that I ever believed any of that stuff. Oh, but it's fun fiction. You know what I mean? It's fun fiction. Made it feel a little more. It was part of pop culture at the time. It wasn't crashing for me. The missions just didn't work. I got locked out of one mission that wasn't triggering properly and had to use a separate bug to force it to progress with an ability. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. I didn't encounter anything like that. The game was smooth from beginning to end for me, but I can understand why that would have pissed you off. You know, especially if your mindset's locked onto it, or if it's blocked your progress. That would make me pretty mad too. Black Flag was when they realized the series could work better with actual big open world things. Okay, well, because I remember like you go to Assassin's Creed 1. Assassin's Creed 1 wasn't even open world. It was mission based. It was very mission based. AC3 was the worst in the series, and it's not even close for me, of course. I agree with you. And I liked the characters and the setting and the ideas and the immersion and everything like that was on point, and I liked the boat bits. But the combat wasn't very good. The characters weren't very interesting. All the board and the pieces and the parts that they put out were cool, but what you did with them wasn't any fun at all. Although I do routinely say Connor always skinned his kills, or whatever. I routinely say that. I usually say that when I talk about kill confirmation. It comes out of me every now and then. Sounds like they should have put a girl on set. It gets in your head, dude. It gets in your head. The best part about that video is like when he's calling them, even when a girl answers, he's still like, put a girl on. And she's like, what, motherfucker? I ain't playing with it. You know what I mean? And it's like, even though it's a girl, he still says put a girl on. And that's like so offensive. Like that would get, if I was a dude, I'd be laughing. I'd laugh or I'd just hang up on him. You know what I mean? But like, if you're a girl and they're telling you to put a girl on, I'd be getting hot. I'd be getting real hot. Uh-oh. My controller turned off. When I think of AC3, all I can think of is they actually made me slowly walk back and forth carrying boxes of tea overboard for like 5 minutes. Yeah. I liked when you were doing the side missions on the boat. You know what? And I say this all the time. And it's the real true to the heart reason that they should remaster Black Flag, because none of these games, not Odyssey, not Skull and Bones, not any of these boat games, not even the ripoffs of Black Flag that came out with the whole, like, I'm gonna hold right click and aim a broadside and it's gonna put a cone shaped area of effect and boom 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 the cans. Like, they all ripped that off of Black Flag, and that's fine. But not a single one of them, and not freaking Sea of Thieves either. None of them do the waves and the ocean like Black Flag did, man. Like when the storm was rolling in and you could see the black clouds and the lightning in the distance, and then the fucking twisters, like the water twisters were going on, and the waves were massive, man. Like these waves come up and knock you up in the air, and the twisters. I was honestly terrified. It is scary as fuck. You're trying to take out some little island, you know what I mean, with cannons and broadsides while you're getting shot at, and there's twisters going around, and you're just doing this on the waves and trying to hit the waves dead on so you can ride them and not get tossed in. Like no game has matched that or even close, and they don't understand. They're like, why didn't anyone like my pirate game? And it's like, because you didn't do anything with the nature of it, man. It's like the ocean is a beast. And it's like, dude, Odyssey was like, oh, here, and that's my dog on Odyssey. If I had a dog on Odyssey, the boat stuff was shit. It was absolute shit, dude. Like, you know, it could have been cool, but it's like, you know, here come the storms and the lightning, but we're not going to do twisters. And the waves are it's gonna be mild chop at all times. Mild chop. Hey, what up, Hellwolf? What up? We just ranting. Let's remaster 3. Exactly. Make the worst one of the series even worse. Yeah, by making it heavier to run. We changed nothing, but the performance is gonna cap you out at 33 FPS, and it's gonna stutter. But we added microtransactions. I love the water spouts in the game, but I hated the scripted ones that followed a set path around small islands because it came off as so fake. Only for this. Yeah, there were a couple islands where, like, they were storm locked. Like, no one would ever build a fort there because it was nothing but water twisters 24/7. They were storm locked. But I tell you, though, when you fought a ghost ship, and them storms rolled with the ghost ship, it felt supernatural, and it was scary. And it just amazes me, because, like, you'd be in the middle of a storm and need to dive off the ship into, like, storm shark infested waters, you know, with like a knife in your mouth or something, you know. And they just never went for that again. They never went for it again. No one has. I can't think of a game, man. There's so many games that use boats, and none of them have big waves. Why is it that the AC4 team was the only one that could do this? Not indie people, not Unreal 5 engine stuff, not water physics upgrades, not a game about pirates by the people who did AC4, Skull and Bones. None of them can do this. Why can nobody do this? It perplexes me. And, like, every single one of these games, dude, like, if I was a games journalist and an interviewer and it's like, oh, we're promoting Skull and Bones, like, yo, you got big waves? That's the first thing I ask. Anytime I see any of these games, like, I've seen early access ones, there was a Warhammer one that spent a long time, Warhammer Fantasy, that spent a long time, and it's like only boat, you know what I mean? With all the different Warhammer Fantasy races, and they all have, here comes an orc boat, and here comes a fucking dark elf boat, you know, all this stuff. And the whole thing takes place in the water. They got giant sea monsters and krakens and fucking Cthulhu motherfuckers. You got big waves? Oh, no. You know, none of them do that. You know what I mean? And I can't even dog on Valhalla, because Valhalla never went out into the ocean. You could go along the coastline a little bit, but you were just in a little. At least in Valhalla, they stopped trying. In Valhalla, like, we're gonna give you a canoe, you know, or a little Viking raiding boat to go along the side with tops. Dude, if Black Flag remake, like, if the waves are not good in the Black Flag remake, I'm just not going to get it, and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to say, we'll have this exact same conversation. I've had this conversation before, and I always get, why does nobody see it, man? It's the waves that make it. The waves are like 50% of the fear immersion of the boat. Like, if you don't put the waves, if the waves aren't big and the storms aren't awesome, you have eliminated 50% of the fear immersion that comes from being out on a tiny little boat in the massive water. You've eliminated it. Your shit's flaccid as fuck, dude. I'm not getting a fear boner at all. It's flaccid, dude. Arrows and cannons aren't enough. Arrows, cannons, RPG elements, the representation of my boat with my sails and my colors and my crew, that's 50%. The other 50% is navigating the waves in the ocean. The ocean is half the character of that game. And if it's just a little flaccid, little bullshit fucking waves, dude, like, nobody's getting their dick hard over that. I hate to say it, I don't want to be crass, but that's the way it is. But I digress. You arrived just in time for the rant. Yeah, we were just going on about the, oh, it started with the new AC. And you know the new AC ain't gonna have no boats, because the Japanese weren't doing boats back then. They were doing fishing boats, and they had boats that could carry people on them. But it, when fucking, you know, Lieutenant Perry or whatever his name showed up at the shores of Japan with a real battleship, they were like, okay, we're an open country now, you can come in and do trade, because we would just cannon bomb them from fucking, not us, was Perry the Brits? Hold up. Let's see, Perry opens Japan to world trade. Commodore Matthew Perry opened trade with Japan in 1854 by negotiating the Treaty of Kanagawa. It was Perry was from the United States. The treaty allowed the United States to trade with Japan and open Japanese ports to American ships. Commodore Matthew Perry, in July 8th of 1853, American Commodore Matthew Perry led his 4 ships into the harbor at Tokyo Bay, seeking to reestablish for the first time in over 200 years regular trade and discord between Japan and the Western world. Dude, Japan was done. Nobody else They dealt with the Koreans and the Chinese where they absolutely had to. Nobody for 200 years, dude. Like, they locked it out. They locked it out. They said nothing for 200 years. And finally, Commodore Matthew Perry established, he reclaimed a shared hand in the waifus. The waifus were too strong for any one nation. The waifus needed to spread out. We were starting to get, it wasn't a century before we started getting waifus. It wasn't a century. See, you learned something. You learned something here. It's what I'm excited about Pirate Yakuza. It seems like sea monster is going to be a thing while you cruising around. I know it has sea monsters in it, but I haven't looked. Like, I've gone on media blackout. I'm not going to watch it because I want to play it, and I'm not going to watch anything else about it. I'm wondering what old boy's doing out there. Majima? Goro? Isn't that his first name or his last name? Most likely, I thought it was the Brits too, because it was a Commodore, but it was obviously before the U.S. got their naming conventions down. Is there? No, there's no Commodores in the U.S. Navy. Okay. We upgraded courage.
Time marches on, and the age of a
Oh,
new
this is it.
king
This
draws
is
nearer.
the day of.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing.
There's been plenty of gauntlet runner skirmishes. We've had 2 of them ourselves. And we've seen another one as well. Yeah, it's like lieutenant, you know what I mean? It's definitely a British rank, or at least that's the way they pronounce lieutenant. I'm not sure which. It's got to be how they. The lieutenant has to be the lieutenant, because I don't think the Brits have a lieutenant. They have a lieutenant. Lieutenant Sebastian. Goro Majime. Okay, I'm glad I got my naming right. I have not gone as deep on Yakuza, but I've gone a respectable amount to where I at least respect Majima enough to get his name right. I'd insta buy a game starred by him, even if it was. And you gotta think, this is Yakuza 0. You played as the Dragon of Dojima and Goro. They had shared roles back and forth. This is the first game that stars Goro. So I really hope, if the Goro Majima fans are as thick as they are loud, they better show up for this. Because if they show up for this game, this Pirates in Hawaii Yakuza, if they show up for this game, we're going to see a lot more Goro. We're going to see a lot more Goro. Just difference in pronunciation. Commodore is a higher level rank, if memory serves. Yeah, Commodore is a higher level. I want to say it's like Commander. Commodore is similar to Commander so far as Navy goes. A Navy Commander, Navy Commodore. Because I think Commodore is higher than a captain. So a Commodore is probably in charge of a small fleet, which is similar to a commander. A captain is head of a ship. There's no one higher than that, unless, you know, it's all the people, lieutenants, lieutenants, captain at the top of a ship. And then if a Commodore arrives, or a commander arrives, etc., they can take command if they need to. I'm sure they have their own ranking conventions and traditions and so on. All right.
Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Huh. Got bribed out of a race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
Suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition.
I think the exhibition's in 4 days.
A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martyra. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now.
It's like, if you didn't catch it, everyone's supposed to show up to this thing with like a monster head as a show of strength, and thus raise their popularity to become the next king with the people. Whole thing's been headed up by the church too. It's the church's plan to control where the eyes are going, because you're not going to be able to even compete in this thing if you don't have a gauntlet runner, if you're not physically powerful enough to get ahead, or have the power base to acquire one. But our crew, Hops and his crew, we're not showing up with the head. The thing we killed was that baby amalgamation thing, that horror yesterday. We're not bringing the head, we're bringing the mother who's going to confess to her misdeeds. And it's going to be huge drama because she's a very high-ranking person in the church. And that's going to make the church look bad. They're going to lose some support in this kingly race. Which they've got 2 people running in the race. They've got Pope Forden. I call him a Sanctor, but he's Pope Forden. In fact, he's the current chosen to win. He's in the lead. And they also have some other guy who's like the leader of the church's military. He's some warrior monk. I can't remember his name. He sucks. He tried to attack us on our a gauntlet runner skirmish, and we beat his ass. But we're not even showing up with the head. But we're showing up with a powerful deed, because it doesn't matter. The royal magic is that whoever the people want to be king is going to be king. It doesn't matter what we show up with. If all eyes are on us, they're going to see us, and it's going to be a power play. All it is a stage. A stage with a lot of eyes. It's the biggest stage.
With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this. Can we?
Yeah, Count Luis is not participating in this, but he's got people who are participating in his name in an attempt to earn his favor, because he's second chosen to win. Very much against the church, which is why he's not participating in this, because it was the church's idea to make this event, and he doesn't want to legitimize anything that they're doing, so he himself is not participating.
My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Oh, Barden's giving me a detailed map of the area.
What?
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing
That's what I'm wondering. You could just freaking... I guess you would get pulled along in the inertia.
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep.
Feel that.
Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
Next is Port Brialhaven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. If we punch it south out of Martira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so. Okay. Going into a whole new kingdom, this. Wow, so that's Port Brialhaven? There it is. It's stormy over there. Whoa, I'm looking at the artwork down in the lower left-hand corner. Watch it when it comes past. There's a blitzball stadium right there. The capital of the Principality of Oceania, a flourishing trade port known for its liberal, free-spirited atmosphere, home to an ocean breeze and infrequent typists.
Oh, hey!
'Tis a large city of prosperous commerce, due in no small part to its oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, nearest? Why, I never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next up, Port Brialhaven, capital of Oceania.
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brialhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
Can you hear me?
Yours' voice is echoing out of the runner phone. If you're hurting for things to do, hop on over to the lounge. I've fixed the plant culture chamber, so you can grow seeds if you've got them. Gardening. Thanks to Nurse, you can now use the plant culture chamber in the lounge. Use it to plant any seeds you have. Thanks to the magic of the igniter, your crops will be ready for harvest the very next day. Alright, 3 days until we reach Brialhaven. Okay, this is a good opportunity to, yeah, this is a good opportunity to... Oh, we get our max MP up here. We can do a lot of things. Check the pantry. Dun, dun, dun. She raises wisdom, he raises courage, which we don't need to raise either of those right now. I do want to check the table and see what's coming up next.
Let's see here.
It's a campground. We'll face danger here. It's a campground.
Right here. So we're still in Martira's area.
Which one? It's your call.
I can't wait to get into this area. This looks very classic forest. Yes, let's use the toilet.
Right. Got it. Got it.
Free hundo XP. Let's go up. All right, chat. Let's take 5. Refresh the caffeine. Get you a stretch. Always stretch. I like to rotate the shoulder blades a lot. It helps. For me, in my middle age, I get stiff in the shoulders, which will lead to the neck, which will lead to a migraine. So I always find just enough, maybe like 20 rotations forward, clockwise, and then 20 rotations counterclockwise, just to warm it up in there. That's what I always do. I find it helps a whole lot. Let me put up 5. And let's get up the walk. And let me put on a little music for y'all. All right. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thanks for hanging, everyone. All right, chat. We're just about ready. I'm putting some water on the stove to boil. Take 30 seconds. Well, I'm gonna make some. I'll make some ramen. We'll warm up with some boiled water, cup noodles. I adore you, chat, till the end of time. All right, let's see. We're gonna be doing a choice of ramen. Amy bought a bunch of new ramens. I'm gonna try this one. It's I don't know if you ever heard of Hot Ones. They're a great YouTube series, interviews with famous people and musicians. But they got their own brand of hot sauce. We do Hot Ones, sweet chili, ramen noodle soup. And then the dog will be having a lobster roll flavored biscuit in the shape of a heart. Followed by, I call them steakums. I don't know what they're called, but they're just like steak shaped treats. She loves them though. They smell good. They smell like barbecue. What are they doing down there at that rock? My man's trying to climb it. All right. There she is. There she is. The biggest dog. All right, big dog. Up. There she is. There she is. And there she goes. There, she's already gone. I can't even get the camera fast enough. Oh, there she is. That's as far as I can stretch. She won't let me watch her eat it. She'll never let me watch her eat it. Never. She does not participate with the group. I'll put a little timer up here real fast, and that's just to remind me to check on the water. I can see the kitchen from here, but I can't see the water from here. Big dog. Do you want the other one too? All right, all right. Let me see. Let's see if I can get a good view of that. Sorry, chat. There we go. Oh, periscope up. Periscope up, big dog. All right. See ya. See ya. I'm not allowed to watch. Alright. Let's pop back in and see what happens. All right, we're gonna spend the afternoon, the daylight of our first day. Oh, we can do seeds now. Plant a culture chamber. Next to the device, there are some seeds. If I plant these, maybe they'll grow. Okay, hero's fruit seed. Oh! I heard these are really rare and that adventurers have been taking them home for ages trying to follow the footsteps of heroes. We have some seeds. Let's plant them. Can I check seeds? After the hero's fruit seed grows, I'll get 500 archetype XP. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, was that a time thing? Big dog, I don't have anymore. That was all I had. That was all I had, big dog. That was it. That was all I had. There was no more. That was it. That was it. Don't give me them sad dog eyes. Don't give me those sad dog eyes. Look what I'm dealing with. Look at her. She needs more treats, chat. She has to have more. That was all I had. She wants that ramen. She's like staring at that ramen. Did you want something, big dog? Did you want something? It says that OBS crashed. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true or not. It has. Okay, I'll be right back.